Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. So, first of all, it's February, it's the 1st, and it's a Monday. Woohoo! So this means like great news for everybody, right? When does the month ever start on a Monday where you can start the week off right, you can start out the month off right?
Thank you so much.
She's gonna come play, babe.
Let me go check.
I
Okay,
think-
it'll take a little bit to put them on, okay?
I think Lucy just wanted to play here with Kenan.
You don't play inside?
Sorry guys, kids neighborhood. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Okay, I'll be here.
life of working at home, I guess. So also my cleaners are here, so if it gets too loud, just let me know. So here's the deal, you guys. So we're coming up, this is conference week. Super excited to be headed to Florida. And for those of you who maybe started afterwards, you don't have a ticket, you guys have to pay that $50, make that investment, and be on the pay-per-view for conference. It's life-changing, and I would highly, highly recommend that maybe you get with your team that's local and you guys all just hang out together. I will be doing an event here at my house, even though I'm not going to be here. For those locally that want to come, and you guys will just pitch in and pay for it. But my home's open to yours. So with that being said, a few things I want to cover is one, for those of you who maybe just started this business and maybe this is like, you know, the first part of your jump, people are going to be nice and they're going to be so willing if that's what you think. If you think that people are going to be rude, if people are going to be, you know, none of my network even wants this, things like that, then of course that's what's going to come your way. Because what we think about brings about. So change your thought process and really challenge yourself to just send out positive vibes. The second thing is that if you are terrified to reach out to people, your business will never grow. And that's just the bottom line. So the faster you get over that, the faster you'll have success. If you are terrified of what people are going to think about you, or if you're going to annoy people, or, you know, oh, I don't want to be annoying, I don't want to ask people, they're not going to do it. You already have this preconceived, you know, image that people aren't going to do it. Well, then that's how your business is going to be. So I think one of the greatest things that I wish I would have gotten done sooner in my business was not cared what people thought. You have to think like, why are you doing this business? And is it because you don't want to go back to work? Well, do you want to go back to work, or do you want to just ask people? You can choose your heart. And right now in February, there's going to be some big momentum. The plate and the possibilities for this is equal for everyone. The question is whether you're going to do it or whether someone else is going to do it. And you're going to sit back and you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have. Oh, gosh, she did it. Man, I wonder, you know, where I could be had I just gotten over myself, and had I, you know, just kind of taken the leap and just jumped in. All of those things are going to run through your mind. And so you can either run with it or you can sit back and watch. And I can't control that. Your upline can't control that. Your sponsor can't control that. That's up to you. The other thing that I really want to touch base on today is that, so what if your upline or sponsor quit? Okay, like I don't really care. That's their choice. People quit. It's what they do. And the difference is what you're going to do about it. You know, your upline doesn't determine your success anyways. So why are you worried if they're quitting or if they're out or if they're, you know, taking a break? That is irrelevant to you. You have to decide, this is my business. I'm the CEO, and I'm going to choose to excel it as fast as I want it to. You know, people don't understand or kind of think, you know, you guys only know me where I'm at today. You don't know where I was when I first started this business. You don't know where I was 3 years ago when it was me and Josh and our eSuite document training. It was our documents in our library and charts. And we just kind of had to learn on our own and go from there. So you guys have Josh and I. So if anybody else, you know, decides that this isn't for them, why are you even looking at that? You know, why does that even matter to you? Just because someone else quits doesn't give you permission to do the same. And if that's the case, then maybe you were headed for, you know, kind of to be out anyway. So get over that and decide today, I'm going to be the boss. This is my company. I started this product and I'm going to take it and I'm going to make it the best business I've ever had. So if you guys need help, you guys always have the team page. That is something that will be there. Josh and I we call it Works Lifers. We'll be here forever. So you guys will always have us. Kate, is there anything you wanted to add to that?
To what you specifically said or what I have
Anything.
today?
Yeah, anything.
Okay. So I just wanted to call in and bring today. A couple weeks ago, we had the Diamond Retreat. And we had this opportunity to do a fire walk. And beforehand, what we did was we got in a pair. We each, picked someone who we trusted. And Dave and I actually did this last night, and it has been so awesome. So you asked the questions, and Amber, maybe you can help me remember all of them, but there were a couple questions, and you take about 5 minutes and set a timer and just keep asking the person the same question. So they're just going to keep on listing it out, and if they slow down, then ask them the question. So one of the questions was, what are you afraid of? And you just sit there and you list off what you're afraid of, what you're afraid of, what you're afraid of. And just set the timer for 5 minutes, and if it ever slows down, then the other person just asks you, gently, what are you afraid of? Then the second one was, what are you ashamed of? And then the other question that we did last night is, what do you want? And who do you want to be? And it was so awesome where we got last night doing that for 5 minutes per question. We really are setting ourselves up for a great 2016 this year. Amber, I don't know if you remember the other questions, but those are the 3 that we did.
The third one was what I don't want anyone to know is.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So we'll have to do that again. So what I don't want anyone to know is, and it's just really awesome to kind of have that reflection for yourself, because then you can kind of really see where you're getting stopped. And I know when I first started this business, kind of like what Amber's saying, like I was so scared of being rejected. I was so scared of being of looking stupid and people thinking I was stupid, or I was also scared of the products not working. Well, let me reassure all of you that are on this call today, all of our products work. They all work. The wrap works every single time. If for some reason you're not getting good wrap results, definitely add regular for 2 weeks, because the wrap might just be working on, your indigestive system rather than the outer appearance. So Cammie Dempsey gave us that tip a couple weeks ago that if you're not getting good wrap results, use the regular for 2 weeks, and always be on greens when we're, using the wrap if you can. And then the other takeaway from that Diamond Retreat is the next morning we actually had this amazing opportunity, and we're so grateful to Amber and Josh for putting this all together and having us participate. But we were able to be a part of this. It was a wild hawk. It was released into the wild, and we were able to participate with that. And when we saw Cammie release it into the wild, there was just this overwhelming, profound spiritual feeling inside of my heart that was just saying, go and be what God created you to be. So that's really 2016 for me. That's going to be my theme. Done is better than perfect, but become what God put you here to be. And It Works can be the vehicle for that. And we have such an amazing week this week, you guys. We have a new product coming out on Friday. I definitely agree with Amber to get with your teams and watch that pay-per-view. You want to be together on Saturday when these announcements come out. It is so exciting, and it's so fun that they're able to open that up for pay-per-view. The other thing you'll want to have ready, you guys, is your hundreds list. If you haven't created one, make sure you have that ready before Saturday, before Friday even, because you're going to have a lot of people to tell about that new product. And what I've done in the past is I've asked people if it's okay for me to share it with them, and they'll post it to their own wall, and I'll just have my website on it, and they also tag me on it, so it reaches their network as well. So you could kind of start messaging people beforehand, and then also along with that, you're going to also be wanting to make those reconnection emails at least 10 to 20 a night, just to see how people are doing. You don't have to bring up the business right now if you don't want to. Just make sure that you're sending out those private messages so you become more relevant on their Facebook page when we do have these huge announcements on Friday and Saturday. So you don't want to miss out on that.
One thing I'll add to that, your hundreds list, you guys, is as I'm sitting here and I work at my computer most of the time, my phone. So if I'm out and about and I'm on Facebook on my phone and I scroll past like a good profile that I'm like, oh, I want to add her to my list, I'll screenshot it that way, because you won't remember. I will promise you this: you think you can remember all these people, you won't be able to. And so I screenshot it, and then that night I'll go through my photos and I'll delete them. And then I write them down on a list, okay? So this is my list, and you'll notice that some of those are crossed off. And I just keep adding. I add to them, and I make a new one every month, but I keep those old ones because those are ones that I'm like, dude, I'm really going to build new relationships. And I don't have the same hundreds list as I did, 6 months ago. So every month you need to have a new one and keep the old ones, but you don't ever want to waste time on one person. Okay. Or one person who says, oh, I'm going to start Monday 6 Mondays ago. And you are constantly just putting all your baskets, all your eggs in one basket. So write these people down and, start building that relationship with them. And it's interesting that as you guys just start writing these hundreds lists down, it's almost like creating your own law of attraction to say, oh, they're going to join. And it might be a couple months later, but you always want to keep that constant reminder of, and if they've told me like not right now, I'll kind of just put a little X next to them. If they say, oh, I want to be a customer, or I followed up with them, I put check marks next to them so I know how many times I followed up with them. Being organized is key, you guys, and carrying this with you all the time. But like I said, if you're out and about on your phone, take a screenshot. If you are on your computer, scrolling through Facebook, write them down, but keep it with you at all times.
I love that. And that goes back to, Grant Cardone talking about keeping your pipeline filled. That totally changed my business, listening to that book, Sell or Be Sold, and just keeping as many people going at the same time. Everyone's going to, and I love the analogy that we're farmers, we're not hunters. You don't want to come across that you're hunting people down. But if you're planting those seeds and you're watering them, eventually they're going to harvest. And we're going into harvest time. And some of them might not harvest for 2 years from now, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be still doing this business. But once you get in that mindset of keeping your pipeline full, and we're just going to work with who's ready to harvest right now, and then we're going to continue to water and develop those relationships. And I love that. That's really good.
Something else that I'll add to that, I love the farmer analogy, is in the book, The Strangest Secret. So that's what I listen to every single day. It's a half hour. I can listen to it while I'm getting ready, while I'm putting on my makeup, while I'm driving. Listen to these audiobooks, play it often. But The Strangest Secret talks about how giving yourself 30 days to reach a goal. One goal. Not how to reach that goal, but it's just your goal. And you can't reach one goal while thinking of 100 incompatible other goals. And so find one thing that you want, one thing, and you constantly are thinking about it. You write it down everywhere. And he talks about, there's a farmer, and in one hand, this farmer can plant a gorgeous flower, and in the other hand, he can plant a poisonous. The land doesn't care what you plant. The land is your brain. The land doesn't care what you plant in it. It will harvest exactly what you plant. So if you, plant poison, it will harvest. If you plant flowers, it will harvest. And so what you tell yourself every single day in your mind will harvest. It's a law. It has to. And so we get to choose what we want to harvest and what we want to plant and what we want to water and what we want in our life. So Think about what you're thinking about every single day and what you want to harvest and what you want to have, be in your life.
I love that. And I've been listening to The Strangest Secret as well for every day for at least 3 months now. I'm gonna do it for at least the next year, maybe even longer. And what I love that he says too is act as though you cannot fail. So take failing out of the picture. Just understand that your journey is your journey, and act as though you will succeed every single time. And that's the other thing with this business, you guys, is failing is not bad. And I had to change my mindset with that. Failing means that you're trying and you're making you're trying, and that's the most important thing. And so fail quickly, fail often, and fail forward, and do not get stuck in an emotional rut, and just keep pushing yourself. And The Strangest Secret talks about keeping a positive attitude and having positive thoughts. And like Amber's saying, like, those negative thoughts are poisonous plants. And so we need to be positive all the time. And I'm still working on this. And so I have to keep restarting my 30-day test because I start getting negative and thinking, what if, or I get worried, or I'll start focusing on something that my husband's doing that's driving me nuts. And so I have to restart my 30-day. But I have gone a week and a half, and it's amazing, when you are positive for a week and a half, just everything is attracted to you, and you just come from a place of power, and it's really exciting. So yeah.
And the other thing is, to you guys, is follow-up. Follow-up is key. I'm going to give you guys some tips right now so you can better work your social media. Social media is only a tool we use to build a business, okay? So social media is not asking. You will hear me say that all the time. Posting on Facebook is not asking people. We have to personally message people. And I have all of the scripts in the team page. If you cannot see them, I would highly recommend you guys getting the notifications that I post on the team page. For those that want to build a business, like, you will get notifications, and you just have to get over it. You get to, watch the team page, and it's like if you had a business and you were at a 9-to-5 job, and your boss had to communicate with you. How would he communicate with you? Through email or text? Like, you have to respond to those things. So, and once you have it, you have it. So, always be engaging on the team page. Give your 2 cents. I want to hear from you. Kate and I we love, doing this, but we want to hear from you. We want your team to know that you're a CEO, that you're ready to be a leader. So don't be afraid to give good content. But with that, social media is not asking, it is advertising. And so here's the tip through social media. So get your pens out, get your papers out. This is important information. Okay. The best days to post on social media for your business and customers are going to be Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay. So those are the days to post a lot. I post almost every single hour on those days, or at least I try to. I'm using the app called Buffer, Buffer, to schedule my post on those days, because I know I'm usually running around, especially on Monday. It's just a crazy day for me. And so you schedule out your post on those days almost every hour. Okay. Now you don't want to be like before and after picture, before and after picture, before and after picture. You need to make it, indirect and direct. So, but those are the days that you're going to want to post more on social media. More people are on Facebook, especially Sundays. Sundays is the best day. And then on Monday, Friday, and Saturday, I post more about my hobbies. I post more about things I like. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't post anything about the business. That's not true. But I post more about my hobbies, my kids, my life, things that I'm interested in, things that I'm doing, engaging posts on that day. Like, oh, do you guys like this? Which dress do you guys like? Those are great posts for, again, Mondays. Monday's crazy for everybody. It's very rare that a lot of people are on social media on Monday. Same with Friday. Friday's the end of the week. They're getting their kids ready for sporting events on Saturdays. Date nights on Fridays, same with Saturdays. It's not very much activity on Fridays and Saturdays. And so get your posts ready and be intentional during the week for your advertising, and therefore then you'll close more sales. So that's just kind of a tip for me to you is today, post what you like, ask engaging posts, post what you're excited about for the month. And then again, tomorrow, Tuesday, is the best day to sign up your distributors, you guys. I would not recommend signing them up today. There's going to be promotions this next week. And so the 2nd through the 3rd or the 29th, I guess, this month is not a full calendar month. So, but the 1st through the 29th is. And so the 2nd through the 31st, you will have an extra 28 days to get their promotion. So I would recommend loyal customers sign them up today. Distributors, I would wait and get them started today, but just enter their information on the 2nd. Always, always, always enter your information on the 2nd. So again, today, because it is a Monday and it is the 1st, which is rare, I will be posting about the opportunity because I want to plant those seeds for tomorrow, the 2nd. It's the best day to sign up. I will also be doing my follow-up today, normally on Fridays. I'll be doing it today, telling people the benefits of signing up tomorrow and what the promotions are this next week, coming at conference, and have them ready. So I want to plant my seeds. I've watered them. I'm going to almost pick them today, launch them tomorrow. So a couple things to keep in mind as you guys build your business for February.
Awesome. The other thing that I really like that we got from the Cami Dim C1 Team 1 mission is a confused mind always says no. So don't overwhelm people. Keep things simple. And just remember, confused mind always says no. So that's all I have today. Amber, do you have anything else? Is it working? Yeah.
Asked, they're like, oh, I haven't really had a lot of promotions on my own team. Can I share some of the promotions from the team page? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Your team, you can give recognition to other teams. You can give recognition to other people. And what that does to your market is that tells your market that there's still activity going. Okay, so yes, 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 yes. Absolutely share other people's success as if it was your own. By all means, absolutely. We're a family. And so I want you guys to know that if there's any promotions that I post, goodness gracious, yes, give them a shout out. Even if you're not friends, just type in their name, share their picture on your wall. The more the merrier. And I know, like, if I were going for a promotion, when more people give me recognition, I love it. So they would love it too. If a new person just went executive, they would be like elated to know that everybody saw and they're getting more recognition. It's hard work. So yes, 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 share recognition, whether it's on your team or a sideline team. Yes, yes, yes. I love you guys. Happy Monday.
Bye, you guys. Have a good day.